has been a minute, y'all, and I am so excited to be back and to be giving you guys some life updates and what has been going on in between. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Natanya, and I create videos about a lot of stuff. I create videos about entrepreneurship, being a business owner, marriage videos, wedding planning, what life looks like after the wedding, and I also talk about my faith, and I do some vlogs and beauty videos in between. It's a little bit of a mishmash of what my life looks like as an entrepreneur and as a woman who is a part of the Christian faith, as well as a woman who's married. So many different hats, so many different titles, but as you can tell by the title of today's video, okay, I'm gonna be talking about how I had a $42,000 month within my business, what that looks like, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not gonna be specifically talking about like marketing strategies. If you wanna know more about that, be sure to follow me on my Instagram, which is Natanya Creates. But before we get into this video, don't forget to comment if you like this video. If you are enjoying some of the things that you're seeing, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I cannot wait to put out more videos about topics like this, and we're gonna go ahead and get right on in. So some other like really cool updates is we got a bookshelf, and I'm just noticing that as I'm trying to film today's video, and when I look at like other videos, that bookshelf was not there. My husband my husband wanted the bookshelf, and he wanted this bookshelf, so we got it, and he got all of his books from school, lots of Christian books, lots and lots and lots of Christian books. I wanted to break down what it means to have a $42,000 month within your business. So my business crossed over to multiple six figures this year. Actually, it crossed over to that like earlier on in the year, but because of wedding planning, because of COVID, because of the panorama and all of the stuff that came with planning a wedding, my business content really just took it wasn't as important, and I feel like that's totally okay, because as you're going through like different life transitions, what is more important, what you're focusing on, you should document that, you should talk about that, you should share that. And a $42,000 month was amazing, but my wedding planning and all that life came first, so I didn't really get to share how I was able to have a multiple six-figure business. Hopefully, if you guys want to learn about what that looks like, let me know in the comment section down below. But I want to talk about specifically when your business has a really great month. Okay, so one of the things that I did in order to have such a really killer, amazing month is, one, I focused on selling high ticket offers. So within my business, I am a business coach and marketing expert. And what I do is I help women entrepreneurs grow and scale their online business and scale to at least their first 4 figures or multiple 5 figures. So I work with people who already have an existing business and who are looking to make more money, increase their profits, attract new buyers within their business. And there's so many different things that you can sell in the online space as a business owner who's teaching other business owners how to make more money, how to grow their business, as well as like other just online business ideas that you can literally come up with and literally be a millionaire. Like the results, the opportunities are endless. There's no cap in the entrepreneurship space. It's so wild, so profitable, so fun, so creative. I love it, right? As you can tell, I love it. So I focused specifically on selling products that are more expensive. In the entrepreneurship community, we don't really use the word expensive, but because this video is more so for like a general audience, so whomever is watching this video, I'm gonna be using that word more expensive. But the real term, okay, the real terminology is called high ticket. All right, it's called high ticket or premium products. Okay, so that's what it's called, high ticket or premium products. And when you specifically focus on selling premium products, you get premium money. It's just one and the same. It's just like when you sell a product that is worth the investment, then you're gonna make more money, right? So typically, when it comes to these premium products, they are sold at a minimum, okay, $1,000, $1,300, $1,500, $1,700, $2,000, $2,500, and up to $3,000, $3,000, $200, and beyond. Okay, so I have about 3 offers that are premium product within my product suite. All this terminology. Product suite are the products in your suite, or the products or the services that you offer within your business. So within my business, let me just do a quick recap. I sell private coaching, so that's one-to-one coaching with me and another business owner. I also have 2 signature programs that I sell and sell out. I also have digital products, so I can do like a masterclass, a webinar, or a training, and I can sell spots to that class as well as sell spots for the replay. And then I also have like other digital products like ebooks, e-guides, and then I also do one-to-one intensive strategy sessions. And this is specifically for people who are not ready to make a larger investment and who just really need me to answer some of those questions, because generally speaking, I don't answer questions when it comes to business unless you pay. The way of how business goes, because my answers are solutions, and your solutions is how you can attract new buyers, make more money. So me giving advice, or me giving my guidance, or me giving my expertise on a topic will put their business in a better position. So that is how I'm able to make money from my online business. Okay, so that's just the back end stuff. So the front end stuff is, you got to think about how can you sell an offer that's high ticket, so premium product, more expensive, but it is worth the investment. Okay, so oftentimes we find the entrepreneurship space is that you can just raise your price, right? You know, if you have a product, you can just charge $1,000, $2,000, and once the price is raised, then you're just gonna hope and wish that people buy. And that's the issue that I find with a lot of entrepreneurs is people don't actually buy. People don't end up investing, and that's because either they do not see the value of this offer, and they believe that this offer can be cheaper, or it's just not worth the investment, and they do not end up buying. So that was something that I focused on doing. So I ensured that if I'm going to put out a product and I want this product to be premium because I have a money goal in mind that I want to hit, I'm going to make sure that the price point is going to be aligned to the money goal that I have, as well as ensuring that this offer is worth the investment, right? I'm not gonna put out an offer and then just charge, like, you know, increase the price, jack up the price, or inflate the price, and it's not worth the investment. And of course, when something is worth the investment, that term is of course subjective, right? For me, $1,000 isn't a lot of money. And that's because if you can make $1,000 in an hour or 2 hours, or you can make $1,000 in, I would say, a couple minutes from you putting out an offer, then your value of money, your relationship with money, the way that you view money and the way that you view spending and investments, and what is worth an investment definitely changes as you continue to grow within your business. And that's something that I really was intentional about doing, to ensuring that, one, I'm doing the work to make sure that I have a really great relationship with money, making sure that I'm not viewing, like, I'm not scared to invest, I'm not scared to like spend money, I'm not scared to receive money or accept money as well, and making sure that whatever I'm charging and putting out there is something that I would pay for. It's worth the investment. It's worth the results that people have access to. And that was the one thing that I focused on. So one, again, charging high ticket, but ensuring that I'm communicating the value of this offer. It's not just, you know, for example, I had a student who said that she paid $2,000 for a 45-minute session. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. I personally don't know if that's worth the investment. Maybe in a couple years, maybe I will recant my statements. I'm not sure. That's why this video will be there. But I personally would not. I would not charge that much, and I would never pay that much. I can say right now that I would never pay that much. And for me, that's just not worth the investment. I could pay $2,000 for a coach. I can also pay $2,000 for a program or a course that walks me through on a longer period of time in order for me to get that result. 45 minutes versus 12 weeks. 45 minutes versus 8 weeks. 45 minutes versus like 1 month of really great coaching, I'm not really sure if that's worth the investment in my book. So again, it's not just raising your price for the sake of, but making sure that you're communicating the value to your audience, that this is worth the money, and here's why. Like, I need to be able to read, here's why. I want to see what I'm going to be investing in. And it's not just because you have a big following, it's not just because you got a nice pretty Instagram feed, it's not just because you asked for the money. I want to make sure that if I'm paying high ticket, that I am investing in something that is really, really, really worth the investment. My next point is how I was able to scale to a really, really great month within my business was I consistently showed up. I showed up every single day within my business when it came to launching the offer. So before I launched the offer, so say for example, I launched the offer on Friday, 3-4 weeks, sometimes 8 weeks before that Friday, before that date comes, I'm doing the most. So I have this thing within my business. I can even see it there, take it up a notch or do the absolute most. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure that when I put something out there, people in their mind have already said yes to buying before I even put it out there. So before I even launch a product, I'm going to be talking about the offer, teasing my audience about the offer, dropping the name here and there, posting testimonials to reinforce my credibility, making sure that I am visible and I remain top of the mind on Instagram before I launch a high ticket offer. I'm literally giving you all my gems, so I hope you're writing things down. But I want to make sure that I'm not giving anybody a reason to say no. Even if they would say no about the price, I'm making sure that I'm creating content weeks in advance to train my audience to respond to my offer before the offer gets there. And that's the essence of marketing. Marketing is influencing a target audience with an action in order for them to do something. So you can put out an ad, you can put out a flyer, you can put out a business, service, product, or an offer. And what you're doing is how you put it out. So this is called positioning. How you put it out will either influence them to do something. And this something specifically when it comes to us is to increase purchase decision. So increasing that decision for them to buy. And this is how we're going to be able to have a piece of a product or a service or a caption and have them convert into a sale. That's the I'm talking so much about marketing and I didn't really want to, but all of this stuff like really makes me excited. So that's essentially what I did. But I didn't just do it one day. I didn't just do it 2 days. I didn't just do it for a week. I did it for weeks every day. And that's because I wanted to make sure that I remain top of the mind. I found a lot of online businesses, they show up here and there, but they're not consistent in their showing up. And then people forget about them or they don't stay top of the mind. And when a competitor comes through with a really great product or service, their audience ends up buying somebody else's product because they are more memorable. So I want to make sure that anytime I put in a piece of content on social media, I am memorable. Netanya Creates is memorable, and that's how I remain top of the mind. And this positions me as an expert, and this allows me to make more sales within my business, which is how I had a really great month. All right, so that's the marketing side. I also want to talk about what does that feel like emotionally? Like, what does that feel like to bring in $42,000? It's a lot of different emotions. That's why I said it's like when you have such a really great month within your business, it's not like the best feeling in the world because it's still just money. Money is great, don't get me wrong, but you want to ensure that you know the why behind the larger income that you're making. And this is specifically, again, if you're a business owner, this matters to you the most. Having $42,000 in a month is great. But what's the why behind that extra income? What does this extra profit open the doors for me to have? Maybe I can save for a down payment for a home. Maybe I can buy a car in cash. Maybe I can take a really great vacation with my husband, right? What's the why behind this money? It's not just about making more money. It's not just, wow, I made $42,000. Let's do it again, right? You're gonna obviously wanna try to do it again, but acknowledging that this is a really great month, but what's the bigger picture behind this money that you are working so hard for? And that's what I really wanted to just drive home for this video, as well as something that I practically do when I am able to generate a lot of money within my business, is really taking a step back and having like a really genuine and authentic sense of gratitude, that when you ensure that you're showing up and you're serving your audience and you're doing the work. Remember I said it took me 8 weeks of creating this content Monday to Friday, 3 times a day. So I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and when I do launch, I have a really great month. Wow, this is amazing. All of my hard work really has paid off. This is like acknowledging that this is a really great sense of gratitude. There's also a little bit of fear of like, wow, this is a really great month, I may never be able to do it again, which is something that I felt as well. And I've also felt like I'm not deserving of this money. So that's something I felt as well, which we know is like imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome is when you feel like you don't deserve what you have. You feel like there's other people who are better than you. Specifically when it comes to like accepting money. That's something that I've seen big time, because when you're accepting money and money is such a large amount, there's all of this fear, all of this scarcity mindset, all of this poverty thinking, all of these thoughts, and your past thoughts and feelings that you've had about money literally comes back to the forefront, and it makes you feel like, wow, this is a lot of money. This is literally somebody's yearly salary, or this is, you know, like a lot of money. You don't deserve this money. You shouldn't even talk about this money. This can feel like you're bragging. This can feel like you're showing off. You're just showing off how much money you make. And those are the feelings that can come when you make that much money in a short amount of time. But remembering that, one, God opened this door for me. I'm supposed to be here. This is not me bragging about money. This is not me showing off. This is me sharing that, one, you can be a full-time entrepreneur. You can have a multiple 6-figure business. You can start your own business literally in your college dorm and watch it scale before your eyes. And you can monetize anything in the world and literally make thousands of dollars. And I believe that pretty much like everybody has access to this, right? If you got an idea, Wi-Fi, a phone, or a laptop, this is something that you can do as well. It's not something that's exclusive to me. It's not something that's exclusive to a certain group of people, but everybody pretty much has access to start their own business. And when your business does really well, you gotta share about it. You gotta share how you did that. You gotta share what steps did you take in order to have those results. So those are the thoughts that came in my mind, and they will continue to come up. Like, it just really depends on like how, again, you view money, your relationship with money. If you're sharing about how much you make, or your relationship with money in order to brag or feel like you're better than other people can, one, see that, and two, you will know within your heart that you're just sharing in order to make yourself look better and bigger than everybody else. But if you're sharing like, hey, like I had a really great month, all this money is not just to sit in an account and just like collect digital dust, right? Money is supposed to be spent. The biggest lesson that I've learned in this season is that money is supposed to be spent. It's supposed to be given back to help other people, and you're supposed to spend it and enjoy it as well, not just to have it saved forever and ever and ever, and then whenever you retire, then you can start enjoying life. No, if your business is growing, if things are going well within your business, and God has allowed for that to happen, share that with the world, document your process, and don't allow imposter syndrome or scarcity or the poverty mindset to hold you back about that. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys love this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to be giving more talks about business finally, as well as marriage. So I will see you guys in my next video.